And I'm going to set my timer.
Got it.
Got our routines. Okay. Welcome, everybody. Excuse me. I am so glad that you made it. This is Move, Meditate, and Make a Difference. And I have something to start the day out for everybody to think about. As I've noticed in myself in this uncertain time when there's a lot of...
The thing I said to do.
Okay, you can tell that in a little bit. One of the things that is part of my regular practice that disappears most quickly when there's more anxiety or more stress is my practice of kindness towards myself. And so I've been noticing harsher self-talk in my own head. And so I encourage you to pay attention to that in yourself. And as we're moving, embrace where you're at and be okay with where you're at physically right now, today. And so I will be providing, I try to provide a bunch of different options for what we're doing for each exercise. Know that you can start with the simple one and stay there. If you are familiar with exercising, you can do big, you can add jumps, you can add extra push-ups. Feel free to add that. But at all times, be kind to yourself for where you're at. Yes, yes. And Jasper is going to be giving
Easier things for the kids to do if it's too hard.
Yeah, so Jasper and Caius, we have one more addition. Let's start walking our feet while we listen to the addition from Caius.
My addition is to hop on 2 feet, then 1 foot, then do a handstand.
Okay,
That's
so
the advanced version.
that's the advanced version. The rest of us are just going to start by walking our feet. With alternate options being provided by Jasper. Okay, let's take your steps wider. You can step slower than I am. And then bring them back in. You can just bend your knees if stepping is uncomfortable for your feet. If you're in a chair, you can just pick your feet up. We can all pick our feet up a little bit higher. Again, slow, just fine. You don't have to go fast. I might be going fast because I still have a few nerves, a few butterflies in my stomach. So you can go fast, you can go slow. It's about moving. Let's take our legs up higher. You can do this by a wall if balance is hard. And you can lift your leg up that much. Doesn't have to be big. You can add extra things like Jasper's, like getting his knee up to his hand. The other piece of information that I try to say each day is make choices as we're moving such that you will still be interested in joining us tomorrow morning. So you don't want to be so sore that you don't want to join us again tomorrow morning. So it's okay to stop when you feel your body saying, gosh, that was enough. I'm going to take a break and see what the next exercise is. So you can keep going here. You can have lower feet if you want. We're going to pick up the speed, trying to get your knees up as high as you can. This is a great option, trying to add a jump to it, getting yourself up off the floor. This also small is a great option. Doesn't have to be big. Okay, and then we're going to pause our legs. Circling arms. Big, huge circle. And then we'll reverse the circle, setting your arms backwards and up. One more. Okay, so you're gonna bring your hands so that your palms are facing each other and your elbows are gonna be in line. So you can do this sitting down if you want, you can do it standing. You're gonna pull your elbows straight back. So you're like oh, here we make a choo-choo train. You stand right behind me. So we're at a choo-choo train. You're keeping your forearms parallel to the floor. You're pulling your elbows straight back. So you're gonna keep doing that action, but you're gonna rotate your palms now so that they're facing straight down, pulling straight back. Still in our choo-choo train mode if you want. My arms are really staying parallel, just like the tracks of a train. Then you're gonna turn your palms to go up and do the same thing, pulling your elbows back. Okay, now you're gonna bring your arms in front of your stomach. You're gonna have your hands go around behind you. So I'm kind of making a circle around my body, and each time I switch which hand is on top. So if you've done this exercise before, feel free to go a little bit faster. I'm just going a little bit slower so people can figure out what's happening. And then it's got that same pull back feeling. This is one of my favorite shoulder series. So you're pulling your elbows around behind your body, switching which hand is on top. Now you're gonna pause and bring your hands to face your stomach, and they're gonna do exactly the same thing. So one still ends up on top each time. And then you're gonna switch so that your palms face down. Last time of this same action, going around your body with your elbows, switching which hand is on top each time. Okay, now you're gonna bring your elbows up to shoulder height or head height, depending on the height of your co-workout person. Palms are gonna face me. And so they're gonna start facing down and then come up. You're trying to leave your upper arm in exactly the same place. Yep, so here, you can bring your upper arm up to there. There you go. And then lower it down and lift up. Perfect. And you're pressing your arms up and down like you're pressing through thick mud. So you can make it hard work even though we're not holding any weights. Now you're going to do the same thing with your palms facing out. Pressing your pinkies back. And then you're going to do one more time with your pinkies facing forward, thumbs facing back. Still trying to get this 90-degree angle there. Letting your shoulders not come up to your ears, keeping them nice and relaxed. And one more time. And then relax. Okay, so you're gonna bring your hands to your shoulders, sending your arms straight, your elbows straight, sorry, like lasers are attached to your elbows. You're gonna come down into a squat. You choose how deep, whatever depth feels right for you. It can be just a little knee bend. It can be all the way to there. It can be all the way down. You also get to set the speed. So you can be the speed we're going. If that feels too fast, you can go slower. If it feels too slow, feel free to go faster. Think about your butt. So at the top, I'm going to change angles. You don't have to. Your butt is what helps you come all the way up to straight at the top. So you get to keep doing that. We'll do a few more. You can speed up if you want. We'll do 5 more. You can add jumps. That's a great addition. All right, and then so now we got all our body parts a little bit warm. You're going to come to standing on one leg. Feel free to move to where you can hold on to something if balance is a challenge. Otherwise, you're going to stand on one leg. You're going to reach forward as you bend your knees. So it's a little knee bend. Your hand doesn't go very low. and then you come back up. So you're tipping forward, reaching out like 2 feet in front of you to about the height of your knee. So you're reaching out, come back up. Reaching out, come back up. It doesn't really matter what this leg does. You could even have it gently resting on the floor. You can just stand and balance the whole time that we're doing this. That's perfectly okay. You can go a little lower if you want to. The thing to pay attention to as you go lower is don't let your back curve in order to touch the floor. You really want to keep your back totally straight as you go down. Let's try the other leg. So you can stay and just balance. You can do a little knee bend. Your butt goes back as your torso reaches forward. You may discover, you likely will discover, that one side is easy and the other side is impossible, or some amount of variation between those. You can have this leg give you a little bit of a balance. You can go a little bit lower. Do 3 more on this side. 2, 3. All right. Now we're going to do push-ups. So push-ups can happen in a variety of different positions. You can use the back of a couch. So that would put you up in a high position like this. You can use the floor. You can use the wall. So maybe you do push-ups and that's as much as you do. Those count. Those are good push-ups. So find your spot and then set up in your position. So start just holding this position, keeping your head in line with your spine, so don't drop your head down. Keeping your shoulders moving towards your waist. Then, abs tight. You're gonna lower yourself down as much as feels comfortable, and then come back up. Again. Okay. As low as you can, and feel like you keep everything in position. Keep going. We're gonna do 2 more. Lower down. Maybe you lower an inch. That's okay. Do 1 more. Lower down. Come up. Then you're gonna switch. So if you were just using the wall, you can do this exercise on a chair, just seated in a chair with your hands on the sides of the chair. You're gonna squeeze, so send your shoulders down your back, and then you're gonna, if you're on the floor, you're gonna lift your butt up. If you're on a chair, you may not lift your butt up. It's about working your arms. We're gonna hold here in this position. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And my handy timer just told me it needed to restart for an update. So Jesse, would you keep me posted on what time it is?
Yeah.
Thank you. All right, coming back up to standing. Okay, yes, and there's been a request that we will do a plank too. So we're, you're right. Okay, so we're gonna do this leg one more time today. So standing on one leg, you can stay here, standing on one leg, balancing. Reach your arms forward.
1 leg, then 2 legs.
Caius thinks you should add a hop. So if you wanna add a hop for Caius, you're welcome to. We're also gonna bend your knee, so your butt goes back as you bend your knee.
100 times on 1 foot.
100 times on 1 foot if you're hopping for Caius.
And hop.
Jasper's doing the 100 times on 1 foot.
And then jump on.
Do 1 more time on that foot. And then we'll switch to the other foot. You might want to hop on the other foot too to keep it even.
But then your handstand.
So you may be balancing, that's okay. You may be hopping, or you may be, don't go around the camera this week. It bounces it for them. It's gonna give them motion sickness. 3 more on this side. You can do it, you can do it. One last one on this side. Good, okay, now by special request, we are going to do 5 push-ups, whatever your push-up option is, and then we're gonna hold it in a plank position so that balls or trucks can go. No, you're not gonna do that, you're just gonna hold it. Okay, we're just gonna hold the plank. So first 5 push-ups, and then we'll hold the plank. So ready, get into your push-up position, against the wall, against the couch, on the floor, lower down, and come up. Feel free to do clapping push-ups if you know what they are. 2, and up. 3, and up. 4, and up one last time. Okay, now come down into your plank. You can also do this against the wall, against the couch.
With the front half of your arm.
Oh yeah, Jasper just added. Oh, that one's hard for my elbows.
I know, but this is what you do.
Jasper's got a version where he lifts his hands up off the floor.
And I got a version.
Holding here, we'll go for
and
10 more seconds.
I got a version where you lift them up and smack them down
10,
on the floor.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and come down. All right, what's my time? 2 minutes. Okay, awesome. So coming back up, we're gonna do L, Y, and T. So you can do this seated. You're gonna tip forward a little bit, or you can do it standing. What you're gonna do is you're gonna make an L position with your arms. This is like what we did earlier. They tip forward a little bit like a rag doll kind of, or no, a mechanical doll. And let your hands come up. To really pressing. Now this is, you're pressing your hands back as hard as you can. Really feeling your back work. We'll do 4 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. So that was L. Then we're going to do Y. So Y is going to be making this position. Your body's in the same tipped forward position. You come up for a Y. 1. Pressing 2. Thumbs lead. 3, 4, 5.
You are late.
6, 7. If it hurts your back to be in this position, do it standing it straight up.
Right up there.
Good, and then our last one, L-Y, we'll do T. So T is to bring your arms straight out, so we'll do it still tipped forward. Arms dangling towards the floor. 1. 2, imagine you're moving something heavy with your arms as you press them up. 2 more. 1 more. Good. And that is our time. So now we're going to do 5 minutes of meditation, led by Jessie. Use it when you do meditation. And then we'll do a short chat about how you can make a difference. Oop, we have to bring a chair out.
I got it.
See if I can set up time before you start.
Hi, everybody. So everyone find your posture. You could be sitting in a chair. You could be sitting cross-legged on the floor. You could be sitting on your knees, on the floor, whatever's comfortable for you. Most important thing is that your posture is upright, calm, and relax. If there's children or anything else that needs to be attended to in your environment, please do so. We are teaching everyone that this is a quiet time for our house. So we lower our voices. We can participate in the meditation or quietly do something else. Close your eyes if you can, if you don't have a lot else to attend to in the room. And bring your attention to your breath. If noises or distractions come to you, either externally or internally, just keep the attention coming back to the breath. So this might be a time of extra, keep going as I talk, keep breathing, keep your eyes closed. This might be a time of extra agitation and maybe even anger in your house. We're hearing from a lot of people that it's hard when everyone is packed together. That's normal and okay. Connect with that feeling of irritation or anger now just a little bit as you breathe. Very often when that feeling comes up, we may want to push it away or try to hide from it. But we don't have to. Keep breathing. This can also be a time of increased love and connection. As we finish off this meditation, keep breathing. And I'd like you to think of anybody, particularly those that are close to you, who maybe you live with or you talk to regularly, that you may have been irritated with or angry with the last 24 to 48 hours. And as you exhale, I'd like you to just send them your love and most of all, your forgiveness. A few more breaths. With each exhale, sending a new person in your life, somebody close to you, maybe even yourself, somebody close to you who you've been angry with or agitated about in the last 24 to 48 hours. Inhale new energy, new life, and exhale forgiveness. And that's our time for today. Thank you, and we'll do Make a Difference. So, yes, so our Make a Difference for today is an extension of the meditation. It's to forgive someone you're irritated with. Okay, we're gonna get through this, and I think this first week might be particularly hard for families as they get into a new schedule, but communicate and forgive.
All right, and now we have a special treat.
I'm not sure she's here.
Oh, well, let's sing anyway.
Let's sing anyway.
Okay, so we have a special treat. We need to change over there so that but stick around because we're gonna sing happy
You
birthday.
stay here, I'll fix it over here.
Okay. So we're gonna.
You guys are muted. You guys are muted.
No, we got to get the technical part right.
Okay, okay.
Okay. So we're gonna sing "Happy Birthday" to Maria, who I think is going to join us today, either here or online somewhere. So I'm gonna unmute everybody, and then we're gonna sing "Happy Birthday," okay? And then I'm gonna mute everybody. So on the count of 3, to Maria. 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Maria. Happy birthday to you. All right. Okay. All right. I think there's enough.
Go to Dallas.
Now I got to stop recording.